I'm Deepika and welcome back to my channel. Coming to this week's video, this week I wanted to go and explore Bengaluru and Phoenix Market City, which are like my favorite malls in Bangalore, and I wanted to see which shops are the best to buy formal wear, ethnic wear and casual wear. So initially I thought I'd do just one video about all of this, but I soon realized that if I did just one video, it would be a really long video and I don't think you want to hear me ramble for like 30 minutes straight. So what I decided to do was I would do a 3-part series about it. In the first part, I will talk about the best places to buy formals. Second and third part will be ethnic wear and casual wear. So since this one is about formal wear, let's get into it. So since you all know, or if you don't know, VR and Phoenix combined is a lot of shops to go through, and I can't possibly, or I can, but it would take a really long time to cover all those shops. So what I decided to do was I just made a list of all the shops that are there in Phoenix and VR combined. That was pretty easy to do since they're available on the mall site. And then I went to the individual sites of each of the brands that are there in these malls. I just saw the collection and narrowed down on 5 shops that kind of appealed to me, and these were probably the top 5 where I found the formal wear to be really good. And I decided to go and visit these shops. So the 5 shops that I've narrowed down on are Zara, H&M, Mango, Project Eve and Van Heusen. If you want the exact locations of these stores, I will be putting that down in the description. Okay, so coming to the criteria that we're going to be ranking these on, I have narrowed down on 3 points. The first one is the quality, the variety and the design of these brands. The second one is the affordability, which I feel for me and for I think a lot of you guys is pretty important. And the third one I decided to make a little interesting, and what I did was that in each of the stores that I went, I just put on a look together and I posted it onto my Instagram and took a poll of which look my Instagram followers liked the best. Based on that, they were ranked. So whichever brand gets the highest marks in the total of all these 3 criteria is the brand that wins. Okay, so starting with the first criteria, let's start with Zara. Now Zara, in terms of quality, I would say is pretty good. It has always been actually pretty good. When it comes to variety, I did feel there was a lack of variety in terms of the formal tops that they had, and even with the trousers and the blazers, I did find a lack of variety in terms of designs and fits that they had. But having said that, the designs that they did have were pretty good and they ended up looking really nice on me. So I would give it an overall 7 on 10. So coming to H&M, I feel like in terms of quality, I definitely think it doesn't match up to Zara. It is pretty okay quality. But when it comes to variety and design, I feel like H&M was one of the best stores in all the ones that I went to, because if you come to trousers, they had flare fit or slim fit or palazzo pants, high-waisted, mid-waist and low-waist pants. If you come to blouses, they had a lot of choices in blouses. Also, short or cropped blazers or long blazers or boxy fit or whatever you want. I found H&M to have a lot of variety, and that is the reason that I decided to give it an 8.5 on 10. Okay, so let's talk about Mango. At Mango, I saw a lot of difference in quality based on the pieces that I picked. And coming to the design or variety, where the designs that they had were really good and done really well and they looked really nice. But again, they did not have a lot of variations or designs in terms of formal. Then again, I would rate it about the same as Zara, which is a 7 on 10. So now let's talk about Project Eve. I found some really unique and really cute pieces there, and I also really found a lot of culottes and flared pants or palazzos in a lot of different colors, which actually I'm a little favorable towards. So yeah, in terms of quality, Project Eve I think does really well. Most of the pieces that I tried were really good quality. I did not have any issue with the quality. The one issue that I do have with Project Eve is that it does cater to the age group of 25 plus, which is working women. For a brand like that, it didn't seem to carry a lot of blazers or coats, which is an integral part of workwear, and that was the only reason why I cut a few marks from Project Eve and decided to give it an 8 on 10. So the last place that I went to was Van Heusen. Now Van Heusen, in terms of quality, I feel like all the clothes that I tried in Van Heusen were pretty good quality. I have no complaints there, and they also seem to have a lot of options for shirts, like a lot of prints and a lot of cute shirts that I found there. My one issue, or actually more than one issue with Van Heusen, is that the designs in terms of women's workwear seem to be pretty traditional and not really very urban. Like in terms of pants, they had the standard tapered low-waisted pants, and in terms of blazers, they had the standard cut for a women's blazer. They didn't seem to have many different fits or designs in it, and that for me was the main issue that I felt with Van Heusen. Even though the quality was great, it didn't end up looking that good on me, is what I feel, and that is the reason I would give it a 7 on 10. So let's move on to the second criteria, which is affordability. Let's start with Zara. Almost everything that I picked was 2400 plus, if I'm not wrong. If I was to buy like a normal formal set, like a blazer and a pant, that would cost me somewhere around 8500, more or less. So that doesn't make it the most affordable. So I'll give it 6.5 for affordability. Coming to H&M, in H&M, all the formal tops I think start at around $14.99, whereas the trousers start from 2000 plus, and the blazers that I saw were like 3000 or more than that. Buying a blazer and a pair of trousers from H&M would cost you somewhere around 52 to 5300, which obviously is more affordable than Zara. All in all, I would say like it's extremely affordable. Since you get a lot of designs and a lot of fits, I think it's okay to pay that much for something that really elevates your style and makes you look like at the top of the game, and that is why I give it a 7.5 on 10. Coming to Mango. Now Mango, as I already told you, in terms of variety and in terms of design, is pretty much similar to Zara. Also, if you were to buy a suit from Mango, like a blazer and a pair of pants, I found the range to be around 10,000 for something like that, which is a little on the steeper side, and that is the reason I decided to give Mango a 6 on 10. Okay, so Project Eve. Project Eve is one of the more affordable brands where I saw pants for as cheap as 1300, which is not cheap, but in terms of formal wear it is. And almost everything that I tried was between $12.99 to maximum I think around 2000, which is amazing. And they also had like a buy to get one free going on, which makes it even more cheap. So in terms of affordability, I think it is amazing. And the only reason I'm cutting one mark from this is because they didn't really have any blazers. So blazers are usually the most expensive thing at all the stores that I saw, and they didn't have that. So kind of, you know, you can't really judge it properly, so that's why I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. Okay, so let's just wrap this up with Van Heusen. It does really lack in the department of designs and variety. In terms of your trousers and blazers, like I already said before, at 2500 or 3000 for the blazers and about 2500 for the pants, I would say, like, even though it's not really very expensive, I wouldn't pay that much for it, because at the end of the day, it's not looking that great on me and I don't really like the style of it. The shirts, on the other hand, are really cute. As I said, I found some very cute shirts, but they were also like $16.99 and up, so I wouldn't call that affordable. Hence, all in all, because I did not end up liking at least the in-store collection at Van Heusen, I would give it a 6.5 on 10. Moving on to the last criteria, which is where I put together an outfit and posted it on Instagram and asked my followers which one they thought was their favorite. The one that won was the maroon suit from Zara, which I'm not surprised, it looks really good and I look like a boss woman in that. The close 2 seconds were the grey blazer, white top and black pants from H&M and the grey skirt and top from Project Eve, and both of them were really neck to neck, but at the moment I decided to like just see which one was winning. At that point of time, Project Eve was like maybe one vote above the H&M one. That comes in at a close second, and the third one goes to H&M. The fourth one was Mango and the fifth one was Van Heusen. So the marks in this criteria are as follows, and as you can see, if you total this out then. The one store that took away the thanks, let's say, is Project Eve, and I'm not really surprised because I was genuinely so impressed with the store. It has kind of become one of my favorite stores now. I intend to shop a lot over there, and I hope this video helped you guys out a lot, and I hope the next time you need to buy formal wear, you'll have an easier time if you're here in Bangalore. Stay tuned for the next part in this series, and let me know what you thought of this video, if you found it helpful. If you like this video, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time.